What's up, guys, and welcome back to another episode of House Flipper. As always, if you guys are enjoying this series, make sure you leave a like in the video. It'd be greatly appreciated. I know I say that at the beginning of literally every video, but I really do mean that. If you guys are enjoying this series, or any series of mine for that matter, make sure you're leaving likes in the videos. It really helps out. But anyways, in the previous episode, you guys would have seen your boy riding the struggle bus. It was a bit embarrassing, to tell you the truth, but I'm determined to not let that happen again here today. So in that previous episode, we did go around and patched up the exterior of the property. It's looking fantastic, minus the still brown garage doors. I'm gonna see if we could do anything about that. I really don't think we can change them, to tell you the truth, but we also went through and added a few things into the garage just to sort of get us going. So what we're gonna do today is hopefully at least get a decent start on the main floor. I don't even think I'm going to touch the basement just yet because I want to make sure we can get as much stuff upstairs before we move down there. So to get us rolling here today, actually we should probably get the girls up and moving. Yeah, they need some stuff. Sorry, girls. I kind of forgot. I made them stay here for a thumbnail. The thumbnail wasn't even that good, so sorry, girls. Sorry. Help yourselves, though. Help yourselves. So we've got a couple of turds out here that we've got to dispose of. So we're just going to do that real quick. But I want to get us going out here because the one thing that I really don't like about this house, there's a lot of stuff I do like, but the one thing I don't is the just lack of a driveway. So I'm gonna look around for some concrete pavers and see if we can't just make a nice big pad. Dolly, please, not this again. Oh, thank you. It is so difficult to place things down when they just keep walking right in front of... Is that like coded in or something? Like, are they supposed to just annoy you as you're trying to put stuff down? I don't know. I really haven't the slightest clue. This is also a little bit more difficult than I anticipated, just to get everything lined up properly. But I think if I get these all moved and these all scooted down, we should be finishing up like right at the edge of the house. That's my hope anyways. Daisy, why are you still yellow? You're not like dying, right? Okay, it says you have no needs, but your icon is green now. Okay, I guess all we had to do was just check in on you. That's cool. It was surprisingly difficult even just to get it to this point because somebody keeps standing right in front of where I'm trying to place these pavers down at, and now they're both laying where it needs to be extended. So let's go ahead and just move you to inside, and then I think we'll just have to shut you in there. If you have an accident in the house, that's fine. Totally understand. This already looks so much better. Usually I would go for just like the concrete texture, not the like brick paver texture like this, but I kind of dig it. I really kind of dig it. And tell me why, okay? Tell me why I can place pavers down there, but not here in these areas. Why is that even a thing? So I'm gonna try to get creative with this one, I suppose. And we'll try to use these instead, just the smaller version. There we go. Just to make it all uniform, I decided to get rid of the large ones and just replace them all with the slightly smaller version. It doesn't look bad. I wish it could go all the way up to the brick pillars or to the fence line, but I think it's okay. So over here we have a little bit of grass clipping through just in front of the one garage door, a tiny bit right there. But now we'll do the same thing. I'll try to use the smaller version and just sort of fill this gap. If it'll let me. I don't think it's gonna let me. Okay, we're gonna have to live with a little bit of grass peeking through. I don't think it matters too much, but I like that. All right, girls, I'm gonna open up these garage doors. So just in case you do need to use the restroom, now you have a little bit of easier access to do so. You're both very dirty as well. So we'll probably have to give you both a bath here before too long, but we'll worry about that later. Next up, I want to get out our sledgehammer, and I wasn't really sure what I wanted to do in this area initially, but I think our best plan of action would just be to demolish this stuff. Daisy, why is your paw print still yellow? What's wrong, girl? Oh, you're not happy. Why, is it the hat? No, surely not the hat. Let's give you a treat. There's one for you, and then we'll also give Dolly one. She's probably feeling a little left out. There's one for you. Okay. Daisy, your treat is still there. You did not get your treat. And you're still sad. Why are you so sad? Okay, fetch it is. Go get it. Ooh, the frisbee throw is nice. Oh, we were still interacting with Dolly. Understandable. All right, Daisy, go. Go get the rubber chicken. There we go. Are you happy now? Are you a little bit? You're a little bit happier. Okay, I will take it. You, with the sad eyes. Please, not with the sad eyes. Anywho, getting rid of those walls, very good call. Now we have even more space over here, so let's just quickly recap in each room what we're planning to do. So obviously the garage, just gonna be a garage. Pretty self-explanatory there. This room, I think I wanna make the living space. And then over in this corner, this is where we'll start the kitchen. We'll try to do like an island or a peninsula of countertops that sort of comes out. And then this space, now that we've got rid of the walls, I'm thinking we do the dining room over here. Right? Seems like a decent spot for that. And then back in here, that'll be the office. Back this way will be the master bedroom. We'll try to do a door here instead of just the opening. I feel like that's a little strange. The bathroom's pretty much set in stone. I mean, all the plumbing's already done, so all we have to do is just fill it with stuff. And then this will just be the main entryway. Again, pretty self-explanatory. The basement, I'm not even going to go down there because, once again, I want to try to fit as much stuff upstairs before we, start filling that area up as well. But that's the game plan. So, where do we want to start? I guess. We could take it room by room, or we could just go around and paint all the walls real quick. I think let's paint all the walls quick, and then we can start coming up with, like, different design choices and things. Every time I need help from the girls, they just run off. Did they go downstairs? Are they outside? What? Dude, they straight up disappeared. The front door's not open. Oh, they're both just laying in their beds. That's fine. Does one of you maybe want to help me paint? I've been instructed not to hit E. You're supposed to just click, and then they carry the paint can for you, which is adorable. All right, Daisy. Come in here. We're going to start painting, hopefully. I decided to go with just natural beige. I feel like you can't really go wrong with a natural beige. So we're going to paint pretty much everything natural beige except for the rooms that are actually rooms. None of what I just said makes any sense, but I will see you here in a few minutes. I haven't even gotten one full wall finished yet, and I think Dolly is feeling a bit left out. So we'll get another can of paint. Oh, can we only have the one pup help? No, there we go. Okay, sweet. We've got both pups carrying paint cans now. Don't, like, inhale the fumes. Do your best not to. I guess it's right underneath your snoots, so I'm trusting you, okay? Don't, like, pass out on me or something weird. Okay, the main area of the house is now complete. I did accidentally paint a portion of the ceiling, so I'll touch that up. But having the pups drop the paint cans is way easier than I expected. You just interact with them, and they put it back on the ground. It's pretty great. So do we just, like, own these toys now? No, I guess not. Okay, but we can still play fetch. Cool. That's cool. All right, I'm going to touch up the ceiling, and then we can start figuring out what the next step is going to be. I think I'm going to hold off on painting the rooms until we know, like, what sort of color scheme we're going to use for the furniture and stuff. So I'm happy with the natural beige out here in, like, the main room. But what I want to do now is add in some floor trim. And I'll do it in all the rooms everywhere except the basement, of course. But I just really think that helps, like, solidify a property when you have the floor or wall trim, whatever you want to call it. So I'm gonna pick probably good old Yumika, unless they have, like, a new design I'm not familiar with.
Many minutes later.
As time-consuming as this may be, I really think it makes the house feel just more realistic. You know, I can't say I've ever been into a house that doesn't have at least floor trim or trim on the wall that's closest to the floor. You know what I mean. Anyways, back in here, I decided to try something different for once. This was actually a suggestion from my wife. She recently went to a home show with my mom, and she was like, there was this room, it was like a dark blue, but the trim was tan. And I was like, really? That sounds kind of weird. So I'm gonna try it. I'm going to try it today, and we're going to see if it's going to look good in the office space. I'm a little excited for that one, but we'll get to that here before too long. The only room that I didn't do the trim in yet is, of course, the bathroom, because there's a lot of things that need to be placed down before you can actually, you know, place in all of the trim. I was actually going to save this for later, but I'm just too eager, dude. I need to find a nice dark blue now. Okay, here's our two options. On the left, it's more of like a darker teal, and on the right, it's more of a dark blue. I really don't know which one I prefer. I gotta remember, this is gonna be the office after all, so maybe we should just go with the dark blue. But this like emerald green is really getting to me. We're gonna go with that. We've got to do it. Oh yeah, that was the move. 100%. I think that looks really nice. I really think it looks pretty good. So, in every room, we do still have like the string bean lights. I'm gonna leave them for the time being, but what I don't like are these default light switches, so we're just gonna sell those, and we'll replace them all with the modern version. Now, at least if we walk into a room, we'll have some light. It's not anything too crazy, but it'll get the job done for the time being. I also went through and painted the main entrance all white. Real classic feel, real elegant feel up front. So, I think we're finally ready to start adding in some furnishings. Yet again, I think we need to start with the kitchen. That's like, it's a focal point, especially at this property. Like, this whole room is just so massive. I feel like we need to figure out the kitchen first, and then we'll move to the living room, dining room, so on and so forth. So, let's figure out what cabinetry we're going to be using here. I definitely think we have a good start here, but I don't even know where to go from here. I think if we bring a peninsula out this way and maybe bring it around this direction, we could do some bar seating over here, because this will be the dining room after all. This house is so big, you guys. It's so big. I mean, it's not like it just occurred to me how massive this property is, but like trying to just create the kitchen now with nothing else in place is really showing me. What are you doing, Dolly? It's really showing me just how large this property is. Okay, you two girls are like filthy. Let's grab one of the wash tubs, and we'll just huck that thing in the corner of the garage. Should be fine. Okay, one of you two girls, come on. Dolly's having a heckin' dump out there. All right, Daisy, you're up first. So, what we need to do is pick you up. Why are you so sad still? I've done so much to try to make you happy, and you just continue to be upset with me for some reason. Anywho, now we can get our spray nozzle out, get you all cleaned up, and break out the blow dryer. There you are. All right, the ramp is down. You are free to go, my girl. Next up, we got Dolly. Dolly really shows dirt a lot more than Daisy. I think that's just because of her color. You know, they do have a bit different coats. So we'll pick you up, and she's just happy to be here. Like, she doesn't really have a care in the world. She is very, very easygoing. All right, I just need our wand. Any minute now, there it is. Sometimes it takes a minute. Okay, we've got that done. Last step, blow dry. The ramp has extended, and you are free to go as well. All right, the girls have been taken care of, so I think we're good to keep working on this kitchen.
One eternity later.
I've finally gotten the kitchen to a point where I'm decently happy with it. I had to go through a whole bunch of different iterations with the cabinetry up along the wall here. It just wasn't really working out. Nothing was lining up, but we finally gotten it sorted. So the next thing that we're gonna need in here, oh, also, there's a dishwasher, okay? I got a dishwasher, don't freak out, we're ready to go. But next, we need like a pot rack, or maybe even just a light above the island. Even with the Mickey Mouse light installed above the island, it's not really outputting enough light. I feel like it's not really illuminating the space enough. So let's try to get, actually maybe just a good old-fashioned classic ceiling tete. There we go, just one ceiling tete right in the middle of the window, just above the sink. I think that's plenty of light in there. If we need to add more, we can always add more later. But I think when we do the lighting in the other rooms, it should hopefully leak over into the kitchen as well and give us even more. So next up, we're going to start on the living room with probably the couch. I like to start with the largest object in the room, typically. Hang on, the girls need something. They're both in the yellow yet again. Daisy's not super stoked at the moment, not very happy. she needs a lot of things. Girl, we have everything you could ever need in here. So I don't know what you're doing, but let's go ahead and, oh, you really liked that hat. Okay, we'll leave the hats on. We'll leave the hats on. I was gonna say we could take them off because it's not really a, you know, hard hat zone anymore. We're now on to furnishing. So I've added the couch. It seems like it's gonna be yet another difficult room to configure, just because it's so wide, or I guess long, depending on how you're looking at it. But I'm thinking we do the couch in the corner. We could have an entertainment center just in the middle of these two windows here, and then a TV up on the wall. If we can't even fit one up there, we could always do the TV on the entertainment center. So I'm gonna try to find a nice shelf that we could put a TV on or above. The 85-inch standing TV just barely fits up on the console table there. I wanted to try to angle it if we could, but I don't think we can. Yeah, that's 100% not gonna work. But now, say we were to be, you know, just chillin' on this couch over here. We don't have like a terrible view. As long as we're sitting on this portion of the sofa and not this portion, I think we'd be able to view the TV just fine. But we still might need another couch. I just don't know where I want to put it yet. Or we could do something else over here, like this pool table, for example. That could be cool, right? That could be cool. Oh, Daisy's sitting on the couch. What a good pup. All right, what do you still, you're just not happy. Should we try to change your hat? There it is. There it is. Okay, so you and Dolly just needed to swap hats, and now you're good to go. Well, you're not technically happy, but your sad eyes are gone. So I'm taking that as a win. Here's a treat. What an excellent pup. What an excellent pup. Okay, there's one more thing with the billiard table, though, or pool table, depending on where you're from. You might call it something else. I think we need a little rack right up there. That's perfect, dude. Maybe we could center it, I guess. Yeah, let's try to put it in like the middle of the pool table. That looks quite a bit nicer. Yeah, that definitely looks quite a bit nicer. Okay, we're obviously missing a lot of key decor in both the living room and the kitchen, but I do think I want to move on now to this office space. I just love the tan trim, dude. I didn't think I would like it whatsoever, but the wall color definitely helps. I love how Daisy's just casually watching TV sitting on the couch. Like, that's pretty awesome. Okay, so I have already started on the office, but I just remembered we need some more lights. Tell you the truth, a ceiling fan might be the only light source that we need in the living room. We'll turn the fan on just because it looks super cool, especially like with the shadow on the ceiling. I don't know why, but I appreciate that 100%, and I think Daisy probably does as well. So that should do it for the living room now. As I mentioned, I did start on the office a little bit. I feel like this room is more deserving of a formal office, not like a gaming office like what we usually make. So I'm going to start with this, and we'll see what else they have with the, I think it was called the Rebecca set. Oh, hold the phone, dude. They look way better on the ends. Check this out. If we just rotate them around and plop them on the ends, that looks way nicer. Now we can probably get rid of the little string bean light and replace it with something else. The fan might actually look pretty good in here as well. I definitely don't want to overuse the ceiling fan, but it's just such a cool piece. Okay, there we go. Now if we turn it on, what do we think about that? It's a bit too much, actually. I think a ceiling tete would be a better option. Yeah, and I think that actually gives off a little bit more light than the ceiling fan did anyways, so that works great. I don't know what I want to do on the back wall. That's kind of where I'm struggling at the moment. We could just do some more cabinetry. Oh, you know what? We need like a laptop on this desk at the very least. We got to make sure we get that backlight backlit. Or actually, I keep just going back on every decision that I've made today. I think it'd be better if we put our actual laptop in here. There we go. It's better than just leaving it on the floor in the main entrance, you know? Instead of like shelving or whatever behind the desk, what if we added in another couch? I'm kind of feeling the canary pillows in contrast with the teal wall that we have in here. I kind of think that looks cool. We will still need some sort of additional shelving back there though, so let me try to find something for that. What about these? We've used these before. I don't remember if we used them in white, though. I'm pretty sure they were like brown or something. Gonna move that over so it's a little bit more symmetrical. I kind of dig this. And actually, just to the left and right of the desk we have, that might be the perfect spot for us to put these dog beds. So let's grab these and we'll see if they can fit over there. Sometimes you just gotta stand back and take it all in. And I've come to realize that I don't like it. It's too crowded. It feels like way too cramped back in there. So maybe we'll do some plants or something like that. This one kind of reminds me of a snake plant. So I'm gonna put that one over there. Let's see what else we've got in here. Ooh, what about the Monstera? Feel free to correct me if I'm wrong on this, but I'm almost positive that this plant in particular is actually toxic to dogs. Which maybe we shouldn't get one then. I can't imagine our dogs are gonna actively try to chew the leaves off of this thing. We'll go for it. We'll go for it anyways. Because it's not like it's poisonous for them to just be in the same room as it. I'm pretty sure they have to eat the plant for it to, you know, do anything, cause any harm. But I'm cool with this. I think the office actually turned out great. Let's get that, that rustic, like, clock deal. Either the ranch wall clock or the Lorraine clock. I don't think I've ever used this one. So we might as well just go with that. Ooh, it's quite a bit smaller than I was hoping for, though. Maybe we will just go with the ranch wall clock then in that case. There we go. That is perfect. Dude, this is a nice office. Honestly, we've created a pretty decent space here. And believe it or not, I've already been recording for 3 hours. And this is all we've managed to piece together, which is a little sad. But before we wind things down, I think the last thing I want to do, and this will probably take me another hour, but I want to go through and add the missing decorations that we don't have yet in the kitchen, as well as the living room. I think we're pretty good in the office. Maybe we should add like something in the shelves, or I don't know. But then in addition to that, I also want to go through and try to add the archways if we're going to leave an opening, or add the doors and things if we're going to have doors in places. And then I think we'll be wrapped up here for the day. All right, you guys, it is now finally time for the big reveal, just for the rooms that we've been working on thus far. So we'll start things off in the garage with the dog beds. Oh yeah, we do still have string bean lights in the garage. We'll get rid of those at a later date. I'm not super concerned about it. See, Dolly was doing this thing with her bed, like she just done did, where she'll get on and then jump off immediately. This girl, she needs to sleep, she needs to eat, she needs to drink, but she's not doing any of it, and I can't figure out why. I've moved everything around 100 times, and no matter what I do, she's just never satisfied. Like, I upgraded the beds because they were too small for you girls, and you're still doing the same thing. So, not sure what's going on with that, but hopefully she sorts herself out. We'll see what she does here. She gonna get on? Yes. Good. Now just lay. No, don't jump off the bed immediately. What are you doing? Anyways, moving right along here, we have a red cooler for no particular reason other than I just felt like we needed more stuff out here. And then we have a black tool cart, just so we can have a spot to put all of our toolsies in the garage. Behind the door, we have a fire extinguisher, of course. Very, very necessary thing to have. Down here, we have our robo vacuum. We've got an island full of food, and I am so hungry right now, you guys. It's 3 p.m., and I still haven't eaten anything today. So when I was trying to place down all the stuff in the kitchen, this was driving me mad. Dude, this pizza just looks so good. It looks really, really good. Okay, I can't even look at it anymore. We've got some cookbooks up here. Little like chopping block with some bread for some reason. Paper towel holder, olive oil, and I think that's supposed to be vinegar, the red stuff. Some spices, microwave, kitchen utensils, a little eat signage, because why not? The only thing I didn't add in the kitchen that I used to do all the time is like silverware, plates, stuff like that, but it's not super necessary, so I just decided to gloss over that for right now. We've got 2 nice area rugs in here. Not area rugs, runner rugs. And a mixer, a coffee maker, little coffee signage over here with some additional cups down there. But I think that about does it for the kitchen. All you really need to add into the kitchen is like general, like, small appliances. Anything more is a little over the top, if you ask me. But let's move into the living room now. I know this isn't actually a table, but it let me put Jenga up there, so I just figured that'd be a good spot for it. The oars have 0 significance. I just couldn't find anything else that I liked up on that wall. Got a real big plant over here in the corner, little crate, just some extra decor, some candles, and then, of course, 4 of our Toogii Spect controllers. I know my green screen always thinks that this yellow is green, so it doesn't really like to show up very well, but your boy's got the Toogii Spect controllers, IRL and in-game. You gotta do it. Down here, we have a little sound bar, an iPad for old school RuneScape, of course. What else would you use an iPad for? A Nintendo Switch, the Animal Crossing edition. We've got an egg ball over here, little turntable, little record player, vinyl player, whatever you want to call that. Some more candles, a hanging plant, and then I don't know who was throwing darts, all right? But they missed a lot. Whoever was playing with yellow didn't even hit the board. So, not really sure what that's all about, but we have the pool table still got the same billiard, little storage thing up on the wall, 2 guitars, and the beams are probably what you noticed first in this room. I just felt like we were missing something and I couldn't figure out what it was, and I thought maybe we need a little bit more decoration like up along the ceiling line, so I've added in some beams. I think it looks pretty good. Of course, let me know what you guys think down in the comments. And then over here, I know we didn't do anything with the dining room yet today, but I had to add some more beams, dude. Again, it's just a super big open space, and it felt kind of, I don't know, underutilized. So, got some beams in there. Still got the string bean light up there as well. Now, these doors, I knew as soon as we were making this office that we were going to end up using these. They're just, I don't know, they're perfect. Absolutely perfect. And now walking into the office, we do have a little bit more decor in here. The lucky cat, of course. Some, desk, office decorations as well. Another iPad for old school RuneScape, of course. And I think these are all PSA 10s. Yeah, pretty sure those are all PSA 10s over there. But apart from that, that's really the only new stuff taking place in the office. I really like this house so far. It's definitely challenging just because it is so big. But I'm always up for a challenge, why not? So, I do think that's where we're going to wind things down at for today. But once again, if you guys did enjoy, please leave a like, leave a comment, help support the dream by smashing that subscribe button, and I will see you in the next one. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Peace.